Welcome. In this lesson, you will learn how to use analytics portals, Measure Explorer, to visually review measure results. I'm going to open the All Measures board, which we discussed in the previous lesson, and open the CKD patient PM measure. For most types of measures, Measure Explorer opens to a run chart that displays the measure's results over time. On the left side of the chart are several options for augmenting the information displayed on the chart. First, you can select this tab to show the case count associated with each reporting period. This enables you to see the measure's value and volume. Second, you can select this tab to show or hide the measure's trend line. Finally, you can show or hide these 3 sigma control limits. Based on the historical variability of the measure, these represent the range of values you would expect the results to continue to fall within. The control limits indicate the range of variability you would expect due to random chance. As you might imagine, these options vary slightly amongst the different chart types available in Measure Explorer. But each chart offers these options or a logical variant. Now let's look at functionality related to splitting measure results. Adding a split to a measure is a way to disaggregate the measure's results into subgroups. To apply a split, I select this plus sign icon, and then select the field I would like the measure's results split by. For example, when this measure is split by the current Program X enrollment category field, the measure disaggregates into the group of patients who are currently enrolled in Program X and the group of patients who are not. You may decide it's more useful to view this information as a bar chart. To do so, you simply select the bar chart icon, and the measure's results are re-rendered. Once you have added the split, you can utilize the sparkline chart type by clicking here. If I add another split, I can view the measure's results as a heat map as well. To do so, I simply click the heat map icon here. By adding splits to a measure, you make certain chart types available for display that are unavailable without the measure being split. We call the fields you can split analytic fields. As you just saw, these fields can be used to disaggregate measure results. Analytic fields come in one of 2 varieties. There are subpopulation analytic fields, which generally speaking, split measure results on the denominator. And there are contribution analytic fields, which split on the measure's numerator. When you perform a subpopulation split, a split on a denominator field, the set of observations associated with the denominator is divided into cohorts. The measure's result is then recalculated for each of the cohorts. Subpopulation splits are generally what you think of as a traditional split. You're disaggregating the denominator population and recalculating the measure within each of the subpopulations. Before splitting this measure, the numerator value is 22,517,698. The denominator value is 19,599, and the measure value is $1,148.91. When you perform a subpopulation split on the CKD stage category field, the measure's denominator and thereby numerator are disaggregated into cohorts by CKD stage. In other words, this disaggregation, as you can see, recalculates the measure for each CKD stage. In contrast to a subpopulation split, a contribution split is one performed on a field associated with the numerator. This type of split does something a bit different. Here, the split is performed only on observations associated with the numerator. For example, if we split by claim class category, the denominator value is unchanged while the numerator's value is split by category. For contribution splits, only the numerator is disaggregated. If we sum the numerator values for each of the categories, the results will equal the measure's value. So this is just something to keep in mind when you're performing splits on measures. Measure Explorer also supports the ability to filter measure results. For example, if you want to see this measure's results for members who had more than one nephrologist office visit in the last 3 years, you would open the filter panel by clicking on this plus sign icon, select the field, select your operator, and enter the value. You can extend the breadth of this current filter with the OR operator by clicking here. You can add additional filters to further restrict results by clicking here. If the field you're filtering on is an analytic field, you can select multiple values to add to the filter. So, for example, I can add CKD stage 4 and 5 patients. When I'm ready to filter the results, I click Apply All. You can see the measure's value, numerator and denominator, have all been adjusted. As you've probably noticed, the filters you apply are listed here. There's a couple of filtering options worth noting. The first option enables you to filter the aggregate case volume within a reporting period. To do so, select the aggregate case volume option, update the operator if needed, and enter the value. We've now limited the measure results to periods with 1,200 or more members. Another option is to do something similar with aggregate value. We walk through the same process, selecting the option, operator, and entering the value. And as you would expect, this option enables you to filter by the measure's aggregate value within a reporting period. Okay. So we've just reviewed chart controls, splitting, and filtering. We're going to pause here and pick up the other features of Measure Explorer in the next lesson.